All right, what's up, guys? So I'm going to talk about paranoia and thinking that everybody hates you. And a lot of times people have this mindset, in my opinion, because like they had past experiences that had people make fun of them, had people insult them, had people like attack them. You feel like you're excluded from the group. You feel like you're shunned. They gaslight you and they give you the silent treatment. They play with your emotions or something, and they make fun of you because of how you speak, like they're analytical in your social skills, right? And it just makes you think everyone hates you, and then you want to isolate and you want to not even talk to anybody, and that's understandable. If you dealt with that in the past, how can you trust people out there? How can you tell if someone's genuine with you and doesn't hate you like that? But that can be a bad thing also, because not everyone's trying to hate you. There's people that want to talk to you because they think you're a cool person. People may think you are laid back, or people think you're very open minded, or people may give you a compliment on like what you're wearing, or people will compliment of your shoes, or they're compliment about like your hair or any facial features, right? That can cause a lot of times you may feel insecure because you had people bully you because of your appearance, and when you feel like a random person comes up to you and compliments you, it doesn't feel like it's genuine. I feel this way at times too, where people will compliment me and I don't really take it in as like, oh, that's a good thing. I don't really like when people give me compliments. It's like um, it doesn't really affect me that much in a good way. It's like I've been bullied so much. I've been treated like garbage to the point where a compliment doesn't mean nothing to me. And I feel like it stems from low self esteem, and it definitely stems from like uh, feeling like garbage. So that's why people will damage your brain. People will try to make you think that everyone hates you, and that's what people will do. And they don't want to see you recognizing other people that are complimenting you, or people that genuinely like you, or people that want to be friends with you, or people want a relationship with you, like girlfriend or boyfriend, right? When you have that thinking everyone hates you, it's like kind of paranoia in a way, some at times. And yeah, there is people that hate you. There's people that are not gonna like you no matter what. But a lot of times there is people that will like you, and it's something. Yeah, there's people that aren't always gonna be your friends. Some people are just acquaintances. Some people just wanna be acquainted with you because of your hobby. People want to be acquainted with you because they see you around in this certain area, or they see you at school, or they're your neighbors or something, right? Doesn't mean maybe they just want to be acquaintances. Maybe they don't want to be friends. Not everyone wants to be friends with everybody. So, yeah, I think it stems from a lot of childhood abuse, stems from bullying, and it all stems from childhood, this shit, because it affects your adulthood. And when you think everyone hates you in adulthood, it makes you struggle. And then, like I said in my last video, say if you take things personally and they're not really there to attack you, then it's gonna affect you, though. Now it'll mess you up, right? And I think the worst part is like there's people out there that that want to attack you, and they see your vulnerabilities, and they want you to take things personally, and then they want you to react. They want you to um, they want you to like get angry. They want you to lash out. They want you to get mad, and those type of people want to see reaction. They want to grab their popcorn and watch you act that way. When they started it, uh, they instigated it. They want to do this because they have nothing else to do. They're bullies. It's pathetic, you know. But yeah, those type of people make you want to hate. You think everyone hates you, you know, and it's just messed up how people will ruin someone's psyche like that to make them think that everyone hates them, you know. It's just terrible. And then it just makes you want to isolate. It makes you have depressing thoughts. Makes you have ideations. Makes you go through this social withdrawal for so long. It just makes you have this pattern of like distorted thinking, you know. And it's messed up, you know. It's even worse when, like, say, if you're not high on the black pill, you're like lower on the black pill, and you think that everyone hates you, and there is people out there that won't hate you like that, you know? They're not always judgmental and shit, right? And that's what sucks about that, you know? There is people that will treat people with better looks better. People will treat someone with a better status better. Or they'll treat someone that is neurotypical a little better, you know, for example. And when you don't have that much in the black pill, you may think everyone hates you, and that's not always the case either, you know? Maybe you may get treated worse than like people that are higher in the black pill, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everyone hates you, you know? That's what's messed up about this shit, because people are shallow, they're superficial, they always want to judge you, and they'll judge you by your disability, and they don't go by your empathy, or they don't go by your character or your personality, you know? And it sucks. They overlook those things because of what they see in front of them, how they see your behavior. They don't try to do the hard part, try to get to know you, you know? But not everyone's like that. There's people that want to get to know you. There's people that want to not care about, like, your flaws and all those things, right? Your vulnerabilities, right? And that's what sucks about that. Thinking that everyone hates you is just... People make you have this mindset. People do this to you, you know? You're not born and just thinking that this way, you know? You're born, and then people throw this shit at you. They embarrass you. They humiliate you. And you have all these bad experiences, and it just makes you think this way all the fucking time, you know? It's terrible. You know? And I had that feeling at times, too. I was in special ed, and I felt like everyone thought I was stupid, you know? So I was in there, and, people would view you being on the short bus as, like, slow, and, you know, I had that thinking for a while. It's a little different, and everyone hates you, but it's a little different, but similar. But it sucks, you know? Yeah, people do this to you, you know? People make you think this way all the time, you know? It's terrible. And then the person that's giving the compliment, the person that wants to try to get to know them, and they say they take things personally, they get fucking mad, and they feel some type of way, you know? It's a never-ending cycle, you know? Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to deal with, I'll say. But catch you guys later.